stop worrying about what other people think, like, cause it's your life. You can't worry about what other people got going on and what other people judging you about what you got going on. You gotta understand what you're doing it for, and you gotta have a purpose, and you gotta have a why. Like, why you gotta keep saying that to yourself? Why I'm doing this, and why I started in the first place, and that'll keep you going when you're dealing with the hard times.
What's up, everyone? This is another episode of Growth Talk Podcast, episode 17 to be exact. We have a special guest, Mr. Shannon Moore, aka Shano. Am I saying that right, bro?
Shano, it's cool. You got it.
Okay, Shano. Okay, so man, I'm super excited to interview you. Me and Shannon, we actually went to high school together, and just been following his story, just been following his journey. And he's been doing some incredible things as an entrepreneur. I know the journey's not easy, but I'm super excited just to hear your story and just to be able to add, value to other people through your story. So let's get into it, bro. Okay, yeah. So like I said, y'all, he's an entrepreneur. He wears several hats, got his own clothing line, music, podcasts. Just full out entrepreneur. So like, bro, when did you step into entrepreneurship?
Damn, what year? Probably like 2012. Like 2012, I started tapping in.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but
music, huh?
Huh?
You started off with just music at that time.
Yeah, I started off with music.
Okay, that's what's up. How old were you in 2012? How old were you?
In 2012, I was 24.
Okay.
No, yeah. So it actually was 2010 because it was like it was probably like 22. When I was 22, I started dabbling with it.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So but that's when I felt that I was good enough to present music. But I've been dealing with music forever. But that came about because my brother is really the artist, and my brother is like, I knew he wasn't focused enough, and he was so far gone, but he had so much talent, and like he like the black sheep of the family. And I always felt like, dang, like I feel like he the black sheep, but I feel like he gonna be the ticket to our family dynamic changing. Mm-hmm. So me, I just, and he look up to me. I'm 3 years younger than him. I'm his younger brother, but he always looked up to me. And he won't listen to his parents, but he'll listen to me for some reason. But I feel like if I can do the music and he see me making progress and he see me actually doing it, that he would get inspired. But it actually didn't work out like I thought it would. But that's why I started doing music. I never wanted to do music. Oh, wow. I just feel like it's nothing that I can't do. Like, it's like, especially like athletic wise, I could play any sport, and I'm a creative person. It's just, I don't feel like it's nothing that I can't do. So that's how I mastered the music thing. But I never really wanted to be a rapper or nothing like that.
Yeah, that's lit, bro. I didn't know that. That's something new that I just learned. I think that's dope. It was like it was bigger than yourself, basically. Right. And you had to be selfless to do something like that. Just like, let me step out there, and maybe through me, it'll inspire you to, get going. I think that's real dope. So, right. What I know, your passion is out this world. Your drive is out this world. Where does that come from?
Well, I always been afraid to fail because, like, I always been like the youngest of the bunch. I grew up with a whole bunch of cousins. I grew up with older brothers. I always been the youngest, but like when I got probably like 14, like I've been grown. I've been living a grown life forever, like grown responsibilities. I've been responsible for a whole bunch of people my whole life. So I can't afford to slack, and I can't afford to fail because everybody, when they looking for the answer, they always looking for me. When they need advice, when they going through things, they always call on me for some reason. And that's why I can't afford to let up. I can't afford to chill because I'm carrying my whole family.
Mm-hmm. Does that sometimes get, your family is your motivation, basically?
Yeah.
Or a part of it, at least.
That's my main motivation because nothing that I do, nothing that I have done up until this far, besides like when the only time I can be selfish is when I'm being creative, because I'm only doing stuff that I love to do, but it's only for the benefit of the people around me. Like, because I don't care about money. I don't care about the average stuff that everybody else care about. I don't care about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I always gotta be what you say, selfless. Mm-hmm. So like that's my drive though. Like that's why I can't let up.
I feel that. That's what's up, bro. Well, salute to that. I know that that's not easy. You know
it's
what I'm saying?
Curse. It's a gift and a curse.
Yeah, no, for sure. I bet.
Yeah, because like one time I was my daddy called me when my older brother first moved here. The same brother I was talking about that rap. My daddy was calling. He was like, "Hey man, make sure you take care of your brother." And I was like, "Damn, like nobody ever said that about me." Like I was like, "Why nobody ever asked about me?" He was like, "Cause we know you all right." And I was like, "That's crazy." You know what I'm saying? Like that's how people look at it though. Like they just feel like I'm just good. Like yeah. So when it come to that, so that be hard. Cause I be like, damn, like
shoot, I need a hug too. I need somebody to check up on me.
But that's why like people like me, like I can't complain about it. Like that's why I just gotta pray. Like I just pray about it. Like I only talk to God about it. And I'm not a religious person, but I'm a spiritual person. I had I didn't have like I almost died like 3 times in my life. And nobody can explain that, but you know what I'm saying? But God, so I'm a real spiritual person, but I don't have like people that I can vent to. And I don't even try to vent to people because like most of the people around me be going through so much. So like, and I'm the person that they vent to. So I don't want to put my problems on them.
Yeah.
So that's what music helped me with too. So like now I make music for just therapeutic. I vent through it. Mm-hmm. So like now I don't even put out much music, but when I'm going through something, I just go record a song and then I release. And that's how I keep on driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's lit. So Casino Lyfe Empire, that's your brand. Tell us about that. You rocking some merch right now. I see. Let's get it. But yeah, tell us about that.
CasinoLyfeEmpire.com.
Let's go.
But yeah,
tell us about your brand, bro.
Yeah, it stands for life's a gamble, so take a risk and roll the dice. So like basically betting on yourself. And that's my life. That's how I live my life. Like just taking a risk. I like a lot of times, like when people see me doing certain things, like I just be trying stuff. And certain stuff just stick and some stuff just don't stick. But you just gotta try stuff, bro. And that's how I live my life.
I like that. So listeners, viewers out there, take a risk. You got to. I mean, especially as an entrepreneur, you're not gonna know everything. You're not gonna know what's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, especially when you starting, not even when you starting out, through the whole process, you're gonna be taking risks. I mean, being an entrepreneur itself is risky. So, man, I love that behind your brand.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Nah, I enjoy the journey, like the process.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like dealing with like when I'm trying something, then it get difficult and then I figure it out. Like even when I'm putting together like a cabinet or something, like I don't even read the thing. I be trying to figure it out without reading I just be trying to challenge my brain. So I enjoy the whole process.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's only. Huh?
No, I was gonna say, speaking on process, why do you think it's important that, for entrepreneurs out there who's been, been doing it and they may just hit a hard time, or even people that's just now starting the journey, why do you think it's important to embrace the process?
Man, they get sticky. They get sticky because like these days, like everybody want stuff already made because it's your baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you creating and something that you own. Like it's something that you responsible for. That's the only thing that you can control until you sell it to somebody. But if that's everybody say they're an entrepreneur, but if you really an entrepreneur, that's why it'd be hard to explain because I can't even explain why I keep on like when I start something, like what keep me trying to figure it out, even when it's not working like when it feel like dang, like it's gonna take forever. Like what keep me, I don't know. But I feel like if you once you start stuff and you quit, once you keep quitting, like you're gonna always quit. So like you ain't gonna never finish nothing. So that's very important because that'll stick in your brain and that'll become part of part of you. Like if you start just quit and you just quit, like that'll become part of you, and that's a bad thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like that's a real good point because it's messing with people, your own mental. So it's messing with your belief in yourself when you constantly start stuff and you quit and quit and quit. So anytime something new come along, an opportunity, you don't believe that you can do it, or you don't have the faith to do it because shoot, I'm always quitting something. So it's like I don't even believe in myself. So that is key. That's a gem right there for real. What are one or two things that so far that you've learned on your journey through the ups and downs and everything that you've been through?
Through my journey, you said two things?
Yeah, one or two.
Don't stop and enjoy the process is one thing that I've learned. Like I like enjoying the process and just believe it. I don't know. I just got like since I've been going on this journey, man, I didn't build up like so much of a belief in myself. Like I don't really have like no kind of self-doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I learned like during my journey. So I ain't gonna stop and I gotta enjoy the process. And that's the key. That's the key. And being accountable. Mm-hmm. So if something don't work and if stuff don't go my way, I gotta be accountable. Accountability is the key to life, and that's what I live by.
For real, bro.
No doubt.
Man, accountability is key on so many levels. So many levels.
Yeah, and stop what other people think. Like, cause it's your life. You can't worry about what other people got going on and what other people judging you about what you got going on. You gotta understand what you're doing it for. And you gotta have a purpose and you gotta have a why. Like why you gotta keep saying that to yourself, why I'm doing this and why I started in the first place, and that'll keep you going when you're dealing with them hard times.
Yeah, thanks. Man, and that's one of the things that I admire about you that I notice is like you don't care what nobody thinks. You can care less. You're gonna do you. And I love that. Like I admire that about you, and I think that's dope. And I think that's a key thing, like you just mentioned, that you gotta have. You gotta have that. I don't care what you gotta say, what you think, your opinion, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in a world where so many people do care what people think because of social media and all this stuff, approval, all of that. But man, I love that you have that swag that you just don't care. Like you can feel that through your content, through what you put out, through your work, just through everything. So big ups on that. Bro, like I said, like we said earlier, and like we've been saying, the journey not easy, it's a process. So what's something that you had to overcome throughout the journey? You know what I'm saying? That you had to overcome.
What I had to overcome. Probably like being in my own way. Like sometimes like the reason why I'm able to give advice because of experience. Like I used to I tried so many different things because I was quitting certain things and then going to another. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that about myself. Like stop getting in my own way and just stay like laser focused. Like whatever I'm trying to achieve, I gotta just stay laser focused. And I gotta limit my distractions. That's why like sometimes I gotta get off of like social media and all that, because sometimes you can get caught up scrolling and seeing stuff that you see and like wasting a lot of time. So I gotta get out of my own way, and then that comes back to being accountable. But yeah, just getting out of my own way. Like I'm the reason. If I'm not successful, it's my fault. If I don't get something done, or if I don't achieve what I'm going for, it's my fault. It's really not that hard. Like it's just effort and educating yourself, but like getting out of my own way. And I realized like a lot of this stuff like that you feel like is keeping you from, that's all an illusion. Like it's all on you. And that's what I learned on my journey. I gotta get out of my own way. Cause I used to be easily distracted and like not intentionally procrastinating, like just sitting at home doing nothing. But sometimes I would like go do a hobby or something, do something that's fun instead of doing what I need to be doing to get where I need to get. So I was always in my own way. If somebody called me to go have some fun, oh, let me go over here. Now,
what's your version of fun? What you enjoy doing now? You know, what's fun for you? You know, like hobbies that you do.
Shoot, reading. Anything that can help me grow. Like I'm kind of like a nerd. I'm kind of like a nerd now. So like reading, like watching like educational stuff, like talking to people who have substance. I don't know. I don't play video games. I don't even go play sports no more. Like I don't do nothing that I feel like I'm wasting my time. Like it kind of affect my relationship a little bit too, because like she want to be watching movies and all this type of stuff, and if I'm sitting there watching the movie, I'll be like, man, it's something I could be doing to get ahead. So like I gotta find balance, but I'm like a nerd these days. Like I'm trying to figure it out.
I feel you on that. That's how I was like. We went through the same thing at one point where it's like you always either reading and looking at this, or as soon as you get off, you go into this or business. Because I had a fear of, man, look, if I don't do nothing, it's not gonna get done. But I had to, like you said, with that balance, is just that where for me it was just my faith of understanding, like, okay, I know part of my purpose is you as well. So I know, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, it's okay if I don't do that or like if I don't spend this amount of time on that. Like it's okay if I give that 30 minutes or an hour, I can carve out whatever and then give more time to make sure that, I'm chilling, watching movies, doing stuff to grow that.
When you got somebody in your life that you value like that, you gotta imagine them. Like if they was out of your life, you could totally focus on what you were trying to focus on, but would you be able to focus on it? You know what I'm saying? Like if this person was gone, I probably wouldn't be able to have all the time that I feel like I got to focus on this, because I got a peace of mind because of this person. So you got appreciation for that.
Yeah.
That was big part of the reason I got a peace of mind, and that I could think clear and move like I move. So when she needs just a little bit of time, I got to do that. Yeah. And they keep me out of trouble too. Like being in a relationship keep me out of trouble. Yeah.
That's true. Let's get into the podcast real quick and the clothing line. What brought that about? I know you've been doing, with merch, you've been doing merch for a minute, but the podcast, and for those that don't know, his podcast is called The Savage Troof, where you're going to hear discussions on all different types of topics. They giving the truth, what it is, raw and uncut. But yeah, what brought that on? What inspired that?
Honestly, like me, like first of all, I'm the Savage Troof. Like, I'm the raw truth. Like, and a lot of people can't take me. A lot, like, that's why. Like, when my girl take me places, sometimes I can't get in conversations with people because I got a strong opinion, and I don't. And everybody can't take me. So that's where the Savage Truth come from. But like, really, like, why we talk about a lot of relationship topics, because I feel like men and women, or, you know, same sex, whatever. It ain't men and women, just people in relationship, period. Like, we want the same things, but I feel like people be going about it in a selfish way. Like, I know what I want out of this woman. As long as I get what I want out of this woman, I'm cool. But what about what she getting? Just like what we were just talking about a while ago.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Like, sometimes, like, my woman probably feel like she's doing everything that she need to do for me, but like, you doing everything you want to do for me, but not what I need from you. And I feel like a lot of people deal with that. And that's why I like to talk about them relationship topics, because when people watch it, they can see like different perspectives. It ain't, and it might confirm something for you that the person you're in a relationship with might have been telling you, and when you see it from a different perspective, like, damn, that's what it might save somebody's relationship.
Yeah.
But I like to stay away from like politics and all that. But anything other than politics, I talk about. Yeah. But it's gonna be the raw truth, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on the podcast, bro.
You can ask me anything. That's why I got a little nervous, because, you know, on my show, I be putting people in the hot seat, and nobody interviewed me. So, like, this is my time to get in the hot seat. I'm like, oh, man. Okay, that's why I'm nervous.
Oh, man. Stomach was getting like, oh, man, I don't know what she about to ask.
Yeah.
Nah, it's all good. But that's awesome. And then with the merch, you said they can find merch on your website, right?
Yeah, Casino Lyfe Empire.com. And as far as like the merch go, like, most of my the stuff that I put on my shirts be coming from my lyrics. And I call it like a walking inspiration, though. Like, that's why I got like stuff like I hustle for a living. This what I started. I hustled for a living like during the pandemic. You know, like when everybody was losing their jobs and everybody was stressed and depressed. And me, like I told you, like, I don't care about money like that. Like, my life is always been about survival. And so, like, don't no job define me. Don't know whatever I'm attached to make money define me. I'm the one that controls all this. So I hustle for survival. That's what they mean. But I hustle for a living. I don't chase money like just to have money like everybody else. If I got enough to survive and be happy, like, I'm cool. But that I hustle for a living, it motivates me to keep going every day. So when I'm wearing my shirts, that's like to motivate me. And like it's like on kind of like I put that on my mama that I'm about to do this. So I gotta do that because I put that on my mama. So if I'm wearing this shirt, I gotta live that. Look at her. Speaking of the devil, man. Jacob don't interrupt my interview. See, that's the bad part of relationships. You see how she said rudely interrupt my interview?
What's up,
we can keep talking. You say what? You said hi.
Just don't know what's up.
Yeah, but we still here. But yeah, like I consider my clothing line like walking inspiration. Like, hopefully, like, when somebody see it, like a walking billboard, maybe somebody might be going through something and they see like or somebody might not be accountable and blame everything on the world but themselves, and they see something like, I woke up and control my destiny. Like, I'm in control. Like, I believe in myself. I'm the one. Or I hustle for a living. You know, it's gonna make you like want to go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just consider it walking inspiration, and I like to be fly. You be seeing it. No, I was just playing.
You like to be what?
I was just playing. I said I like to be fly.
Oh yeah. No, most definitely.
Yeah. So I can make my own clothes, and you know, I like fashion. So
I like that, bro. That's what's up, bro. Y'all, like, I'm gonna have the link in the bio so y'all can go check that out. Make some purchases and go check out his merch. Also, I have his YouTube link as well in the bio so y'all can check out some episodes. Bro, who's somebody that you know, I know you into reading books, listening to videos and audios. Who's somebody like that you enjoy listening to and why?
My favorite person to listen to is probably like Gary V, and I like TD Jakes too. Like Gary V and TD Jakes. Like when you listen to them, they gonna pierce your heart, and they gonna make you feel like the lamest person ever for not betting on yourself and believing in yourself. So I like people that talk like that, especially like Gary V. Like Gary V will cuss at you too and make you feel like, come on, man, like you pouting, you being a loser. Like, come on, man, you crying.
Yeah, and he raw.
Yeah, I love that. So Gary V like my top.
Okay.
But like the book that helped me out the most was probably like 50 Cent. What was that book? Damn, what's the book? What's the book called? Damn.
You said it's by 50 Cent?
Yeah, the hustle, hustle harder, hustle smarter. Damn, sorry, 50 Cent. Hustle harder, hustle smarter. That book helped me out a lot.
Bet. And I know you just recently mentioned when you was talking a minute ago about chasing money. How you not into chasing money? Why you think that's important? Like so many people out there in the world chasing money. And I agree with you. Like that shouldn't be the thing that you chase. Not saying that we don't want money. You get what I'm saying? But why shouldn't we chase that? What's your opinion on that?
Well, first of all, my reason is because I know that all this stuff is made up. and I know that like the value of a dollar could change tomorrow. Like so I can't be a slave to a dollar, and I feel like I got a bigger purpose. So like I live my life by like helping other people see what I see in myself in them.
Yeah.
So I feel like my purpose is to serve, and my purpose is to motivate and inspire other people. Like I don't like, as long as I can survive and I'm not stressed out and struggling, I don't care about none of that.
Yeah. I think that's good. I think that's important. Like, and people need to understand it's like focus on how can you add value and help other people, like what you were just saying. You get what I'm saying? And then everything else gonna come without you even, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people are stressed and worry over that, but it's like if you focus on helping somebody else and being of value to somebody else, that's automatically gonna get taken care of. Like I was listening to something last week and it was like, I think it was ET the hip hop preacher. He because he was speaking on how his perspective of money was just different. How people would say something about money. He was like, man, I'm not focused on that, whatever. But he was like, somebody was like, well, do you think God wants the money in your hands or somebody that's out here doing bad stuff? Or would he want it in your hands to go out there and do good stuff? And so I say that to say, because God bless us with that's not a problem, but our priorities got to be in order first. And that's why I think it's so important that we focus on, like what you were just talking about, the people. How can I be of value and help for other people? Because that helps that gets our character in check. And that shows like, okay, when I get the money, I'm going to do right by the money versus, oh, I'm just out here for that and that's it. And then chaos can happen from, trying to chase it and all that. So,
but it's a lot of people that got like way more money than anybody and they ain't happy too. Like
that's
you got
true.
happy, you got to focus on your happiness, meter. You go crazy out here.
Yeah, I agree. Bro, we wrapping up, but what's 2 to 5 values of yours that you stand on? I know I seen, one of your shirts, you got loyalty over love. So I know loyalty is big.
Loyalty is huge.
Yeah. Okay, before we get into other ones, why loyalty is huge for you?
Because somebody can love you and still cross you, and I dealt with that with mostly like family. So like that's why I don't trust a lot of people, because I've been crossed by my family the most. Mm-hmm. So if you can't, I don't care about, like, people can tell you they love you all day, but they can still cross
you. Yeah.
So that's why I stand by loyalty over love.
I dig that. I feel like my opinion on love is it's an action. It's not it's not even a feeling. So like you said, I feel the same way. People can just say they love you, but actions gotta, to me, love is an action word. And I think we got it mixed up because of fairy tales and, you know, stuff that we grew up watching. So it's just, people just say, I love you, but it's like, nah, right. It's action behind that. Okay, that's one. So what's a few other values that you stand on? You know, you've been through everything that you've been through, ups and downs on this journey. Where you are today in your life, what's some key, you know, values of yours?
Okay, like we already said, loyalty, like being accountable.
Mm-hmm. Accountability, you did say
that. You gotta enjoy the process, not just like what I was talking about with entrepreneurship, just like we were talking about in our relationship, like living in the moment. Like you got to enjoy every moment, like not just a birthday, you got to enjoy life. You got to be happy. You got to enjoy the process. You got to believe in yourself. That's number one. You got to believe in God, believe in yourself. And I feel like believing in God is believing in yourself. I feel like that intertwines. Mm-hmm. And I feel like now you can, if you got supreme faith, you're gonna believe in yourself. Mm-hmm. So is that 5 or I still got one more?
Oh no, I think that's 5. I said 2 to 5. So you
educate yourself. So I'm gonna give you 5 anyway. Educate yourself. Like people will tell you anything. You've been taught everything in school. You've been taught certain things by your parents, but you got to get your own perspective on what life means to you, and you got to educate yourself, bro. Because nobody know everything. Everybody out here just figuring it out. The only reason why they can write these books and make these speeches because they come from experience or they got it from somewhere else. But you got to educate yourself and don't let nobody trick you off the street. Love your mama. No, for sure, but that's it.
For real. And that's another thing. Your ass is hilarious too, man.
That's another reason why I did that too, so I can show my personality too. Because people don't get to see my personality. That's why I do the podcast too, so people can see the other side.
Yeah, so, that's what's up. And where are you from? You originally from Fort Worth?
I'm from Lubbock, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lubbock, Texas.
Yep, okay. Yep. We can do part. We can do part 2 someday, and we can dissect all that.
Okay, that's a bit.
Yeah, because it's definitely more.
Okay. I will be open to that for sure. Okay. Well, before we hop off, any last words or advice that you want to give the listeners or viewers?
Man, I'm gonna just say believe in yourself and trust that God got your back, man. Because God is a real dude. I usually say, but yeah. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, dog. And if you can't figure it out, pray. Yeah. I guarantee you that's gonna change your whole perspective. Because you're gonna feel it. Mm-hmm. When you actually tune in and talk to him, you're gonna feel it. But believe in yourself and pray. Stay prayed up. Don't be a slave to the dollar and get your own perspective on what life means to you.
Let's go. Well, bro, it's been a pleasure to do just to interview, have you on this episode. Listeners, this is episode 17 of Growth Talk Podcast. If there was anything that we spoke on here today that resonated with you, please hit that like button, the share button, or even put it in the comments. Something that stood out to you. Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna ask you one question.
Go ahead.
Okay, I said
put me on the spot. But yeah.
One of my brands, I promote, I hustle for a living, right? No, matter of fact, forget I hustle for a living. I woke up and control my destiny. What does that mean to you?
I woke up and control my destiny.
Yeah.
To me, it just means that what it says, you woke up and took, you didn't wait on nobody to give you permission to go after it. You took initiative and you went after it yourself. You started to be the change that you wanted to see and took that initiative, whatever that may look like. You start hanging around a different crowd of people, your environment, you started tuning into different knowledge, like you said, and just start taking those risks, like you said, and saying yes to things that speaks to what you want. But basically, I would say just taking the initiative yourself.
Yeah, I knew it was self-explanatory. I just wanted you to give them some game too.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get on the episode too, bro.
I'm ready whenever you ready. You know that's gonna be a little different.
I know. I'm nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But I'm ready whenever you ready, and I appreciate you for this. I'm ready whenever you ready, though.
Okay, but we'll set it up. Huh?
I appreciate you for this platform and this dialogue.
Yeah, no problem, bro. I'm glad to have you on. And yeah, we'll set it up for sure. But yeah, y'all, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank y'all for tuning in. We out this thing.
Already.